Welcome to Learn English as a Second Language. The right place to learn English quickly.
Learning English can be a fun and rewarding journey, and one of the most effective ways to learn is by focusing on sentences that are used in daily life. By practicing these sentences regularly, you'll start to understand the structure of the language, how words are used together, and how grammar works in context. Here's how you can start learning English with simple sentences, along with explanations and tips to help you along the way. First, it's important to start with sentences that are relevant to your daily life. This will make learning more practical and help you remember the sentences better, because you'll be using them often. Let's go over 20 simple sentences that you can use every day, along with explanations for each one. I wake up at 7 a.m. Explanation. This sentence is in the present simple tense, which is used for habits or routines. Wake up is the verb, and at 7 a.m. tells us the time this action happens. I brush my teeth after breakfast. Explanation. Here, brush is the verb, and my teeth is the object. The phrase after breakfast tells us when the action happens. This is also in the present simple tense. I go to work at 9 o'clock. Explanation. Go is the verb, and to work is where you're going. The time is specified with at 9 o'clock. This sentence is another example of the present simple tense. I drink coffee in the morning. Explanation. In this sentence, drink is the verb, and coffee is the object. In the morning tells us when the action takes place. I take the bus to school. Explanation. Take is the verb, and the bus is the object. To school indicates the destination. The sentence describes a routine action. I have lunch at noon. Explanation. Have is the verb and lunch is the object. At noon specifies the time. This sentence also uses the present simple tense. I read a book before bed. Explanation. Read is the verb, and a book is the object. Before bed indicates when the action happens. This sentence is a simple statement of a routine. I do my homework in the evening. Explanation. Do is the verb, and my homework is the object. In the evening tells us when this action takes place. I go for a walk after dinner. Explanation. Go is the verb, and for a walk describes the activity. After dinner specifies when the action occurs. I watch TV with my family. Explanation. Watch is the verb, and TV is the object. With my family indicates who is involved in the activity. I check my emails every morning. Explanation. Check is the verb, and my emails is the object. Every morning describes how often this action takes place. I cook dinner for my family. Explanation. Cook is the verb, and dinner is the object. For my family indicates who you are cooking for. I exercise 3 times a week. Explanation. Exercise is the verb, and 3 times a week indicates how often the action occurs. Each of these sentences is structured using the present simple tense, which is often used to describe habits, routines, or facts. The basic formula for the present simple tense is subject plus verb, base form, plus object/complement. For example, in the sentence, I brush my teeth after breakfast, I is the subject, brush is the verb, my teeth is the object, and after breakfast is the complement that adds more detail to the sentence. Tips for practicing and using these sentences: repetition. The more you repeat these sentences, the more natural they will become. Try to say them out loud several times a day. Context. Use these sentences in real-life situations. For example, when you wake up, say, I wake up at 7 a.m., out loud. When you brush your teeth, say, I brush my teeth after breakfast. Writing practice. Write these sentences down in a journal or notebook. Writing helps reinforce what you've learned and improves your memory. Mix and match. Once you're comfortable with these sentences, try changing them slightly to fit different situations. For example, change "I watch TV with my family" to "I watch a movie with my family." Speak with others. Practice these sentences with a friend, family member, or language partner. Speaking with others helps improve your fluency and confidence. Listen and imitate. Listen to native speakers using similar sentences in movies, TV shows, or podcasts. Imitate their pronunciation and intonation. Grammar awareness. Pay attention to the grammar structure in these sentences. Notice how the subject, verb, and object work together to form a complete idea. Vocabulary building. Focus on the key verbs in these sentences like wake up, brush, go, drink, and read. Expand your vocabulary by learning new verbs and trying to use them in similar sentences. Daily practice. Make it a habit to practice English every day. Even if it's just for a few minutes, consistency is key to progress. Use technology. Language learning apps can help you practice these sentences with interactive exercises and quizzes. Flashcards. Create flashcards with these sentences. On one side, write the sentence in your native language, and on the other side, write the English sentence. Test yourself regularly. Create scenarios. Imagine different daily scenarios and practice using these sentences in those contexts. For example, picture yourself at a restaurant and think of sentences like, I order a coffee. Learn from mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Correcting them is part of the learning process. If you say something wrong, learn the right way to say it and practice until it feels natural. Watch and learn. Watch videos or TV shows in English, focusing on how characters use similar sentences. Try to repeat them or use them in your own conversations. Join a language group. If possible, join a language learning group where you can practice these sentences with others who are also learning English. Set small goals. Set daily or weekly goals for using these sentences in real conversations. Start with simple interactions, like greeting someone or talking about your daily routine. Review regularly. Go over these sentences and explanations regularly. Repetition helps to reinforce what you've learned and keeps it fresh in your mind. Stay positive. Learning a new language takes time and effort, so it's important to stay positive and motivated. Celebrate your progress no matter how small. Keep expanding. Once you've mastered these sentences, move on to more complex sentences or try learning new vocabulary that you can incorporate into your daily routine. Learning English through simple sentences is a practical and effective method. By focusing on sentences that relate to your daily life, you not only improve your language skills but also gain confidence in using English in real situations. Practice regularly, be patient with yourself, and remember that every small step brings you closer to fluency.